Welcome back, everybody. We are in Valuster. We picked up plenty of Zasconium. Zascosium, I should say. And I got to making some stuff for the auto miners. Let's see here. Do 2 more of those. But I ran out of the Zascosium alloy, and the Zascosium alloy is 5 Erestrium ingots and 5 Zascosium ingots, and we're down to 5 Erestrium only. So we're going to need a bunch more of that, but we have what could be our saving grace here. That's going to be one of those interesting ones, it looks like. Okay, so we get this here. Actually, we're going to go this one, the Wayfarer. This here. Fuel. Boom. And then we need this one to get some oxygen in this little ship. And this is going to give us a pretty good selection here. Looking at this little guy, I think, yes, it will. It will fit. Into the interior bay. With a little bit of finagling, be able to get all our ships inside here. So nice. Turn the oxygen on. Devices. Alright, we do not, yeah. It's like I thought. No warp on this ship, which is just fine. It does have a nice scanner. But that's not too necessary right now, because it's what we're going to go after. One of the things I'm curious about with this ship is its CPU's up pretty dang high. And what I'm curious about, that's what I thought, it's going to be one of these kind of mining outfits. Yeah. That's kind of what I was expecting. Looking at the power usage, this little guy is going to go right through the, it's just going to zap our power big time. Basically, if we try to strafe while we're running the drills and moving around much, we're going to need more power than the ship can provide. So looks like I'll do a little bit of tweaking on this ship in a couple ways. But all in all, I'm liking it pretty nicely. We've already got 268 cobalt. Let's take a look. Okay, we're a little too... Oh, it might not have a Wi-Fi. And we are a little far away. I'm not sure if I actually need 6 drills on this small of a vessel. So what I might end up doing... I don't really like the layout all that much of how they're sitting there. But you definitely do have to get this ship a lot closer than you did with the command vessel drills. So huge. Whoa, hello. Definitely has a lot of lift. This is one of the things they advertised on the shop, was that it would fit into its tunnel it's boring. Just like that. Which it definitely does. It's set up a lot like your hover vessel mining ships. Your hover vessels. So this is no big surprise that it does this so well. So it is laid out a lot like some hover vessel miners. But I'm thinking we are getting pretty darn close to having a lot more cobalt than we're going to need anytime soon. And in this system here, around one of the other zones, we have some terrestrium, so we can go get that. And off camera, what I had done was once you get the momentum on this little baby going, it does not like to stop. Actually, I'm going to turn this thing around, since thrusters off. Yeah, look at that. More than enough. of cobalt. How are we doing on rocks? We're pretty good on that, so we'll dump that when we get to the next spot. So you got a Wi-Fi right there, oxygen. You actually have a constructor in here. The tier 2, some more oxygen, the scanner, O2 station, refrigerator, and a armor locker. It's a nice compact little ship. And we'll see how it goes. Just a moment. And back with you. Yeah, all in all, it's a fun little ship. We'll do a little bit more here, but that is the Caravel. No, that's not the Caravel. CH-SV-Little Miner. I did not write down who makes it, but it is, I believe, unless I find something I like better, something I am going to keep around. Real quickly, let's see if it switches up. Yeah. Boom. Turn its lights off. No need for them to be on. It does its job. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm not too concerned about having miniguns on, having weapons on it, because I'll probably be doing it like I am right now. Now, if I build this early game, because this is a level 10 ship, it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and have the weapons on it, but early mining around your starter planet, I've never had it be an issue. Now, it will come on down. I'm thinking, yeah, that's where we're headed. Because it has the Terrestrium, which we need. Now this is the new jump sequence they're doing. Okay. So this is the kind of system it's going to be. All right. So let's aim at this batch over here. What we're doing is looking at the top right-hand corner. The crystalline fragments are your materials. Got 1 there, 3 here. And that's a decent... Actually, no, it's not. Let's go ahead and head towards this one first. That's an iron. We're pretty set on iron. Especially since, as a general rule of thumb, we can just dismantle a bunch of stuff and get a bunch of iron. Bases and other things with points of interest. I'm pretty much positive that red is going to be a transport of some type. And like I said before, I really wish they had those transports would show up as by faction name and have it the faction's color to you. And stuff like this where it's a ship base or something like that, you'd think it would, you could scan it from a further distance because of electronic signals and stuff. And it's still not wanting to read up for us. There it is. It's a Xerax heavy lifter. And once the rock shows up, magnesium. That's what we need right there. I can see it already. Nice. Even though there's only one out of, let's see here, get close. And I'm actually going to change up the way these ships are set up right now. But we've got oh, well shoot. Okay, we would have had them all. So we've already found the iron. We found the magnesium in this one. So that other one is going to be the pentaxid, and we'll go over to that one next and just stock the you-know-what out of pentaxid. So there we go. Yeah, I'm going to go and harvest. Still growing on the mushrooms. Never mind, I'm not going to harvest. Okay, and what I want to do... Oop. No, I didn't leave anything on. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and back this out of here. Because I'm going to put the little miner inside. Because chances are, if I want to get to a ship and move quickly, it's going to be this ship that I want. And by that I mean my MX. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the lights back on. Thrusters. I'm definitely going to want to do something. I don't like spiking my power like we're doing when we're running all these lasers. So and the laser setup, I'm not sure which one, if I'd want to run any of those off. Let's see what we might be able to turn off. The constructor is not active. We're not going to be running the fridge on this ship. We'll turn the turret off. I don't think that's going to change anything per se, but we'll find out. Yeah, we're still spiking on the power. So the next thing I'm going to do is just see what because I'm pretty sure a generator is going to need more than 800 CPU. Okay, 400 so far. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and clear this whole asteroid. Oh boy. We're going to have a whole lot of this stuff. So maybe we won't do the whole asteroid. But this is probably the last bit of it. No, got a little bit more there too. We're close enough. Wayfarer. We got a lot of storage capacity still to go. So yeah, maybe we will. The next big item I think I'm going to make is actually a spaceport, but you have to be level 25 for those. And I'm going to do that instead of a very big land base. We are going to need to go back to land and get empty out our water containers. That should be filled back up to make a lot more fuel. I am definitely going to be using this little guy right away, because it won't take a whole lot to be able to build this, and you just find the asteroids in your start zone and you'll be able to get yourself equipped up pretty darn good pretty quickly with some pretty heavy duty equipment, and you won't have material issues anytime soon. Alright, is this it? Ooh, we missed a spot. Look out. The nice thing about Terrestrium and a couple of the other minerals, you can sure tell when you have any left on an asteroid. Okay, that looks like it's completely done. So we'll go ahead and bring this little bad boy into land. Okay. Let's see if we can get out. Yeah. So my thoughts on this little guy is well worth the expense on him. I do believe there's a little bit, some room for improvement on it. Primarily the power issues we were seeing. Let's see what. Actually, before we get there, let's go ahead and whew. I'm gonna go ahead and trash this stuff too. Alright, yeah, we got plenty of crushed stone. And I'm gonna go, instead of using the advanced constructor, let's just go ahead and see what we can do here. I didn't think I'd be able to do them both, but that's okay. That'll get us down pretty close. And then do one of these, and we'll go with 80 of those. No, 80's a little too high. We'll clean that up a little bit more here after a bit. That'll give us plenty of that stuff. And I'm pretty sure we can get a couple auto miners going here without it much of an issue at all. And tier 3 wants to boot. So, but first, let's look at, yeah, 2000 CPU. That's why that little ship doesn't have another constructor. I'm not constructor. That's a constructor, not a power plant. We don't need the constructor, we need power. Power. There we go. Only 187. $187. So we'll go ahead and make another generator for that ship. I believe it currently has 2 generators on it. We'll find out. Okay. We're going to be able to do a lot more of that stuff. Let's see here. 5, so 100 would be, yeah, would be 500. Oops. We'll go there. And go ahead and do 100 there. That is nice. With all of it retracted, doesn't take up much space. Okay, well, what did we get here? Constructor. I don't know if I'd be able to put it. Oh, I can put one right there. The problem is, generators build up heat and radiation, if I remember correctly. So I don't really want one right next to my pilot seat. I don't think I want one right next to my pilot seat. Devices. Yeah, it's got 2 generators on it now. Put that there. Yeah, see, we got that much temp, right? Okay, we're not getting much temp right there. Thrusters, turrets, weapons out. Yeah, I think we're going to be good with the generator. We'll be fine right there. And considering we just put half again the amount of power into this thing, well, I guess we better go ahead and just do a full test on it. Oh, I know where we can test it. Let's just go to that pentaxid rock. Ooh, that's another couple things I need to do here pretty soon. Do we have what we need? First off, let's check. I don't think we've got it here. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. Command vessel is this. I don't have a tier 2 pattern. Okay, why is this just super slow? Okay, 10. I think that'll finish that off. Oops, wrong way. 5. That's 6. Iron, we'll go ahead and just do one of those. Look at that. We've got whole lots of materials. And okay, this one's only level 12. But look at what it takes. Ooh, boy. It's also tier 1, showing as tier 1 with no CPU, so that's not going to be working. Same thing. It doesn't have the CPU capability that it needs, so we'd have to immediately go and build up the CPU on that. Okay, this one's up at tier 3, unlock at 15. And we need 72 steel growing plots. Oh boy. We'd have to go do a bunch of mining for titanium. I have used this one before, but I wasn't running CPU on that game. Yeah. I think something like these kind of things will be my next bet. But let's go ahead and this should be the pentaxid. It's not going to let me do it. Yep. That glitch is still active. You're in your ship, but it won't let you gather stuff. Open up a couple different compartments if you're moving. There's the pentaxid. Perfect. Harvest us sell up a bunch of pentaxid. Now, in these systems here, we're going to want to hit a bunch more of these. Get titanium, promethium, stuff like that as we're running around and doing everything. Yeah. And with this one having 2 titaniums, titanium wise, we don't have a whole lot. And which one was it? That's the Empyrion. Thought I had seen. Okay, maybe we will just use this one here. But we are going to need a whole lot of titanium. Bunch of iron, silicone, large optic bridges. We're going to need to do some work on that. Where is this guy? Have my big guns pointed towards him if he decides to be stupid. Still growing with the mushrooms. Okay, we definitely aren't going in the red on power anymore. So that's not bad at all. And he probably did it that way so it cuts down on the material you need to build the ship. Since we didn't have to mess with anything because of CPU. Noticing, boy, these Pentaxin aren't really giving us a whole lot. Just a lot of rock is what it was giving us. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just continue cleaning out a bunch of these asteroids, getting look at that, more crushed stone than the actual material we're harvesting. Oh, out of range. Um, 72, I'm pretty sure that I do not have that much. Yeah. And we're going to need to make a bunch more spoiled food to make more of these, to make the steel growing plots. So, but on top of all that, the large optic bridges, so I'm just going to go over and collect everything I'm going to need to build the spaceport. What I'm trying to do, I don't know how long it's going to take. It sure does seem like it's taking forever. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. The Krell's over here. So I'm thinking what faction we... Ooh, we don't have anyone really built up yet. I want to get, or I should say, I need to get some of these people built up, faction-wise. Because, let's say Polaris, because we need to get up to honored or better to be able to build in the Polaris territory. And I want to be there with that space station. Because right now, we have a lot of stuff circling us that is hostile. And I'd much rather not be sitting hostile. I don't want to put my base in a system that's hostile. You know, makes sense, don't it? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I'm just going to go and do a whole lot of material gathering. Neodymium, saphium, titanium. I want to get everything way up to the point where it's not going to be hard to build the ship, and then I'm going to go and work on getting the reputation up, and that's going to be my next video, is getting the reputation up, things along those lines. Now what I might do instead of getting something like that, the base, I might do something really crazy and do something like this. A massive ship, and a ship like this, I'm a mobile base. But as you can see, the materials required to do it are extreme. But you can fit several wayfarers in there, some other large capital vessels, a whole bunch of hover vessels, small vessels, and you can basically, your whole setup could be running around in that ship. And you would just go and orbit a planet if you wanted to do a bunch of mining, and go down in smaller ships instead of bringing that big beast into that area. And a ship like that would easily be able to defend itself from any attack that you would come in slowly. And if you wanted to take over a point of interest, something like that could easily, you bring that down into the planet's gravity well. it will not have an issue at all wiping out most points, POIs. So that's what I'm looking at doing. Definitely like this upgrade where we can mine asteroids with small vessels instead of having to have a capital vessel do it. I didn't like modifying the Wayfarer to get drilling lasers mounted on it, just to be able to more efficiently drill out an asteroid. So just let me know anything in this game you would like to see or go through. Any other games you might like to take a look at. I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of leaning towards trying to find a new game to play. But here very soon, I won't be putting many videos out or having much game time period, because I'm about to be going into my busiest time of the year. So hope you guys have a lovely weekend, or whatever time of the week it is when you watch the video. Have a good day. Bye.